Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be going over a new event that's going to be taking place in RTS. This event is going to revolve primarily around raiding, either doing natural raids or taking part in raid tournaments. There are going to be 2 raid tournaments this week, one early on in the week and one late on in the week. It's going to be a solo first, then a faction. We'll get into the details surrounding the tournaments themselves, but it does look like you are going to be able to grind out some rewards, and potentially you could get multiple gold mythics if you really went, all out in this. And this event is called Hilltop Raiders, and the giveaway on one of the characters that is actually going to be involved in this as a reward is going to be Jesus, and he is a character that there aren't too many places where you can get him, so it is going to be quite a fresh character for a lot of people. If we just check out the intro, it says, Hilltop Raiders, hello survivors, nothing says the end of the world like raiding others' camps for supplies. In the dog-eat-dog world of Road to Survival, it's either you or them. In this all-new limited time event, it's time to do just that. Let's get raiding. If we look at the event dates, it starts on Monday the 5th of April 2021 at 4 PM Pacific time, and it ends on the 14th of April 2021 at 4 PM Pacific time. The grey market ends 24 hours later, so you do obviously get that just grace period to hand in for your rewards on the 15th of April 2021 at 4 PM Pacific time. The event overview breaks down what we've got to do, and it says during the course of the Hilltop Raiders event, you'll be rewarded for successful raid battles with topaz stones. However, during both faction and solo raid tournaments, topaz stone drop quantities will be doubled, so make sure you use your resources wisely. This is obviously great. This is something I've talked about quite a lot in the past in terms of just making, doing raids during tournaments even more worthwhile. Anything that's even more worthwhile doing because there's extra rewards latched on top, even better. These rare stones can be used in the grey market for gold and silver mythic fighters, trainers, and more. Now it does drop the schedule for the week when it comes to raiding. It shows that there is going to be a faction raid tournament actually starting up early on in the week. Normally we have a solo first, then a faction, so this is a different way of doing things. We have a faction raid starting on the Monday, lasting until midway through the Wednesday. And during the tournament, like it said, double drop rate. So, going all out for your faction will be obviously a great idea. And then we just have no raid tournaments for a couple of days, as you can see, until it gets down to the solo raid tournament nearer the end of the week. Now, this is obviously your last chance, effectively, to pick up all the topaz stones that you would need for the collections you're going for. So I think it ending with a tournament, obviously, is a really good thing, because then at least you can grind it out with the double rewards in the last solos. That does also mean the last solos are probably going to have some pretty nutty scores in there as well. It's definitely worth using your natural energy during the week to get as many bonus stones as possible, but I'd probably save your cans for the tournaments just to get the most out of them that you can get, especially if you do not have a super amount of cans in the bank. Me personally, I'm pretty good, and I'm going to try and pick up as much as I can from this because the rewards do look pretty good. And we will check out those rewards in just a second. It does talk about a free gift. All players will find a free raid energy gift in the Hilltop Raiders grey market shop at the start of the event. Make sure you claim this before you get started. I believe this is going to give you 5 raid cans, so it's just a little bit of a bonus. Basically, if you've got no raid cans, you're going to have some raid cans. It's not going to be a huge amount, but it is going to be something. It does also talk about a Survivors Club bonus. Survivors Club members will also find a free topaz stone gift in the Hilltop Raiders grey market shop each day, and I believe it's 2,000. We will obviously go and check it out, but the event lasts for 10 days, so you'll be able to get potentially 20,000 just from being in Survivors Club, which could potentially be a lot. Now let's check out the actual rewards themselves. As you can see, there are some gold mythics involved in this one. Gold Mythic Jesus is, the advertised gold mythic. You can get a maximum purchase limit of 2, so you can potentially get 2 of him if you so wish. For one of him, it costs 100,000 topaz stones. We don't know the drop rate just yet, but I'm guessing that's not going to be super easy to come by. But 200,000 topaz stones just by farming raids effectively, you can do. It's free to play as long as you've got the cans in the bank. You could potentially get yourself, you know, a tier 5 gold mythic, because you can get 2 of him. You can also get Sophia. If you are someone who picked her up in the museum collections, you would only need 1 of her to get her to tier 5. And she is a potential, you know, good defense team controller. Then we have the extra bits and pieces when it comes to the rewards. Armory tokens, you can get up to 150,000. They cost 2.5k topaz stones per claim. Brady trainers are 300 each. You can get up to 150. Silver choice tokens, you can get 1 for 7,500. You can claim up to 20 here. You also get a Survivors Club bonus here where you get extra, you know, claims of silver choice tokens for a little bit cheaper. So obviously go for those first if you are going for silver choice tokens and you are in Survivors Club. You can get 8 for 2,500 each, so it's well worth it. So you can get 28 here if you are part of Survivors Club, and that's enough to obviously tier 5 mythic of your choice, because they are all choice tokens. It's great to see silver mythics being made available. There was the Easter event that's going on over this weekend, which is just like a 2 roadmap event, giving quite a lot of silver choice crates, and this is going to be some extra ones. Then we have the daily topaz stone gift for Survivors Club members, and it is going to be 2,000 a day, so 20,000 total, and that could mean that you could actually just claim all of the silver choice tokens pretty much over the course of the event with the Survivors Club exclusive offer there. So it's basically paying for that for itself. Raid energy refills, as you can see, again, free for everybody. You will get 5 of those, and that is just going to help you get some extra topaz stones to drop. So that's the end of this little preview for the event. It does actually seem pretty decent. It's effectively in your hands to go for whatever rewards you want. It's kind of like the farming the roadmaps if we've had in the past, where you could farm the roadmaps, get some like Whisperer masks and stuff drop, and then hand them in for rewards in the grey market. This time it's raids, and I actually kind of like this, especially as it's going to involve raid tournaments. It just seems extra worth going in on these tournaments. So I really like this idea a lot. Hopefully it comes around every couple of months, something like this, just to infuse the community with things that they desperately require. And there being a lot of silver mythics in here is really good. I'm most likely going to be going for all the extra bits and pieces. I'm probably going to avoid the gold mythics just because they are quite expensive, and I just need armory tokens so bad right now, and I need silver mythics. So I'm probably going to prioritize armory tokens and silver mythics and then see where I land afterwards. If the drop rate is decent, I know I'll probably score, you know, 10 to 15,000 points in each raid tournament. I've been doing that quite easily in the last couple of raid tournaments, and we'll see. It's going to be per raid win, though, not based on your points, and the points that you get in raids does seem to have gone up, so it is easier to score higher now, so the points don't really mean too much. It's about the amount of raids you win. So we'll see. Definitely hit those natural raids between the tournaments, though. It may not count for huge amounts, but it's going to give you at least a little something between, and it could mean a little bit more come the end of the event, an extra silver mythic, some more armory tokens, or whatever you are going to claim. And what are you going to claim, guys? Do tell me down in the comments. Do you want to pick up Jesus? Do you want to go for that second Sophia? Armory tokens, silver mythics, trainers? Let me know in the comments down below. That is the end of this video. Hit the like button if it was useful for you or you enjoyed it. If you are not already, please hit subscribe. It does make a massive difference. And I want to thank all the subscribers already who support my channel. Thank you so much, guys. That is the end of this one. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.